Erfan, have you ever been to a rodeo?
I have not. No.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no.
Things
Not true.
Oh,
Not true. I went to the Calgary Stampede. When I was like a young kid.
that's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Suggestion Graveyard.
Suggestion Graveyard.
So I'm joined today with Erfan and Smitty. Usually just go by Smitty. And this is Suggestion Graveyard, where we take suggestions from some of our past shows. So people write suggestions on these little slips. And the ones that are left over, we then end up taking and we breathe in new life. So there's a bunch that we don't actually use.
Product placement. It's fantastic.
So we take these suggestions and the ones that are not used and we breathe new life into them. So we're just going to go through some, talk about what we would do maybe as improvisers with these suggestions. Maybe we might start a scene or whatever. So here's the first one that I had. So quite frankly, I don't know when this is from. I found this in one of my backpacks.
Are you sure that these haven't been used before?
So anytime, even if I do a suggestion graveyard, anything that we take from them, I end up like discarding. This one says aggravating, which is, I think, one of your best attributes because you're always aggravated. So in improv, we have this thing called, the game within the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we might have a certain game that's like, all right, each person
what you guys do is you come out there and you immediately start to try and make me upset. That's what you do.
We try and aggravate Smitty.
And it's fun because you want to see the reaction. I get it. But
yeah, that's the game within the game. And that is the whole premise of what are you returning. It's really not about what you're returning. It's really about how quickly can we aggravate Smitty. And the audience gets that very quickly, and they start joining.
Usually, it's the first suggestion. It's the first clue you guys give. You walk out, and it's like, I want bubble gum, and it's like, what? That doesn't show me anything. That could be anything. Is it purple? Is it blue? Is it pink? Is it mint flavored? I don't know.
Usually, sometimes we'll even throw in suggestions or things in there just to really throw you off, just to get you more aggravated.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Thank you. Alcoholic.
Alcoholic.
Looks like whoever wrote that was also an alcoholic.
I mean, it's really easy to go to a scene with a bunch of drunk people, which I think is the weaker choice.
I think that what you would do is you would actually go somewhere totally opposite of that. Maybe a nursery or a daycare. And then you have the kids that are running around playing, and there's one that's just bumbling, and everybody thinks it's because he's drunk, but no, it's just because he's 6 months old. I don't know. I don't know. You could do anything really with that. I mean,
I like it because 6-month-olds basically are like alcoholics. I mean, they act like them.
Anyway, it's all right.
Here we go. Crayon eating Marine.
Oh, there's. Why did they get
Look, dang gummit. We got to breach the enemy lines.
Private guy,
a whole lot of time.
God, don't you know that stuff is poison?
It's like a red crayon too, so it looks like it's bleeding.
It's bleeding all over the body.
Oh, here we go. This one can go in a few different ways. This is for you.
The North.
Basically,
anything north of I-20 is a Yankee.
Is it?
I'm just telling you. All
right.
Anyways, all right, next suggestion.
This next one is beach.
Beach?
Beach. I mean, that's a good location to work off of.
Going back to Normandy with the crayons.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're back on the beach.
Absolutely.
With the Marine chewing on crayons.
Right. See, that's where I would go with that. Instantly back to the beach.
All right, we got another one.
Yeah.
It says person Tourettes. Are they yelling people's names?
Or do they change personalities all the time? Like, I don't, is like schizophrenia?
Well, what would you do with this?
I mean, I guess I would just change characters over and over again. No, I'm Jenny. No, I'm John. No, I'm Sally.
It'd be fun to do. Yeah.
It's nice to meet you. I love what you did with your hair last night. Oh, John's back, and I'm a.
It'd be kind of funny to do if you had like a detective scene, or I should say a interrogation scene, and the person Tourette's is like an uncooperative person, but sometimes they can't control not yelling a name.
They randomly say
I ain't telling you nothing. Ain't
John.
Nobody done nothing. Tony! What did you say? Nothing?
Tony! Bull riding. Erfan, have you ever been to a rodeo?
I have
Ever?
not. No.
Okay.
Oh wait, no.
Things we
Not
have
true.
to- Oh,
Not true. I went to the Calgary Stampede. When I was like a young kid,
that's
and they have the rodeos there.
That's not
And
a rodeo.
They have the rodeo there.
No, that's a play. That's like a play.
What's a play?
The road is like the Calgary. Is this like a Dixie Stampede where you go and you sit down and you eat, and then they bring out food and then they dance around?
No, it's like a multi-day festival full of all kinds of cowboy activities.
Oh, okay. I guess you have done rodeo
It's
stuff.
pretty famous, actually. The people here in Texas go to Calgary for it.
Oh,
yeah.
So you know something that I don't about rodeos.
Well, like I said, I was a really young kid. All I remember is getting stung by a bee during that. But
I can't go far enough away.
All right. Well, let's go to the next one.
Sure. How many of these do we do?
We do about 50, and then Brad takes out most of them.
Good. I hope he chops it up.
Oh, I'm kidding. We'll just do a couple more.
No, we can do as many as we want.
No. Let's do it.
Okay. That's fine.
We'll just do a couple more. Okay, Smitty. There'll be an opportunity to do it. What are those?
Oh, they're zip ties. Dude, I have the most random stuff around my desk. Like, I've got this is Nicolas Cage. Then I have.
Wow.
Yeah, a friend of mine bought this from Hawaii. What do you have around you?
This is the coolest thing I have.
Oh.
I'm Batman.
So you have a toy? Oh, no.
Oh, no. This is not a toy.
Batman. No, somebody stole the moon.
Oh, I'm on it. Okay, we get another one here.
Sure. Death Star. Do you know that they dubbed over his voice? I know that we're supposed to be doing things with suggestions, but I just don't give a crap.
Yeah.
I would much rather just talk about the suggestions and how, what 5-year-old wrote that.
That could be a very fun setting. Like, imagine just a random day working in the Death Star.
Did you hear about the quantum accelerator going down?
Like, oh my gosh, the quantum accelerator goes down every week, dude.
Yeah. I know, but
the engineer. What kind of engineers want to work on a place called the Death Star? It's obviously
what kind of engineers design something that is so big yet only a quarter of it is the actual weapon? Tell me that.
I think there's a lot going into actually having to cool down the weapon, right? And actually, consolidating the energy to blast the weapon. There's a lot that goes into it. I was reading all over Death Star blog.
You want to go mess with the princess?
I don't think that's right, man. I can't stand by idly while you go and abuse the prisoners.
Thinking we just put her in a room where walls start closing in. Yeah, and then she wakes up in the middle of the night, and then she's like, and it hits her head, and then she can't move. I think we should cut off her hair and then replace it with Cinnabons.
All right, last one.
Oh, last one. We're already done.
Here we go.
I'm down to do
I don't know
as many
what
as
you
we
want. I don't know what you want, man.
I don't know either. I get nervous when I'm being recorded.
Don't worry, this isn't being recorded.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't record
You didn't have it on this whole time?
Shoot, I just had one and I threw it. I did read it.
Uh-oh.
There's a delivery room.
Delivery room?
Yeah, they deliver in babies or packages. Or bad news. Or good news.
There's a room dedicated to delivering bad news. Sir, can you step over here?
All right, everyone. Thank you so much again for joining us here on the Suggestion Graveyard, episode 6, joined by Smitty.
And guys, we can't wait to see you guys back in the theaters, in the seats, while we're on stage giving you a good time.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
Can't wait.
How Brad cuts all of that out.
I'm sure. Does he watch it? Does he even watch this? Brad, are you watching?
Not.
Brad, if you don't watch this, okay, this is what I think.
We should say some things about Brad. We should say what we think about Brad.
Okay, Brad, I don't like your short hair because I like it curly and I like to with it on stage. 2. What else can we talk bad about Brad?
You can't use dad bod to glorify unfit bodies.
Yeah, because That's just not fair to other people that maybe they don't want a dad bod.